Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, then I'm so happy to meet you. If not, then welcome back. As always, if you like the sounds of today's video, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on your notifications bell, and you will get notified each time I have a new upload. I will also leave my Instagram and TikTok details at the end of today's video and also in the description box below. As always, keep the conversation going. Feel free to comment down below with your own stories or experiences, and as always, keep the comments section a kind place. As you can tell by today's title, I'm going to be doing a video on what is fibromyalgia. Those of you who know me here will know I have fibromyalgia and was diagnosed a few years ago, and I have done a video on my fibromyalgia and arthritis, but I want to do one specifically on what is fibromyalgia. So, fibromyalgia is a syndrome that causes widespread pain. It can also cause other symptoms, including muscle stiffness and fatigue. This fatigue is often known as fibro fog or brain fog. Many people with fibromyalgia describe the fatigue as one of the worst parts, and I can definitely confirm that. And I think anybody who has any condition that causes fatigue will definitely sympathise that fatigue can be one of the most difficult parts of fibromyalgia or whatever condition you may have that causes fatigue. It is definitely one of the most difficult symptoms. It is more common in women than men and is typically diagnosed between the ages of 50 and 70 years. However, people of any age can be diagnosed. I myself was in my early 20s when I was diagnosed, and I know lots of other people who are also around a similar age. There is no known cause, and there's also no known cure, which can make it difficult to treat. There is also no definitive test for fibromyalgia. Up until recent years, health professionals looked for certain tender points on the body to diagnose fibromyalgia. Health professionals are now being encouraged to look at other factors. These factors include widespread pain lasting for 3 months or more. It also includes fatigue and or waking up feeling unrefreshed, and it also includes problems with thought processes such as memory and understanding. As I said already, it can be a very difficult condition to treat. This is partly because it does have symptoms associated with other conditions, so they tend to have to be ruled out. But treatment can then include drugs and physical therapies. Your GP or your rheumatologist is going to be your primary source for any treatment. And I would say to anybody undertaking any treatment or physical therapies to talk to your GP or your rheumatologist beforehand. It's like anything else, it's extremely individual. What works for one person may not work for another person. Moving on then to the word fibromyalgia, where the word actually comes from. So the word fibromyalgia comes from the Latin term for fibrous muscle, that's the fibro part. And then it also comes from the Greek terms for muscle, myo, and pain, algia. So that's fibromyalgia. As I was saying, I was diagnosed myself in my early 20s. And just, I suppose, a few tips for people, particularly if you've been recently diagnosed. I would definitely say talking to other people who have fibromyalgia will be a fantastic thing, because it's like anything. People who have it are the people who can understand. And of course, healthcare professionals, are fantastic, but at the end of the day, they don't have it. And so it's so difficult for people to understand unless they actually have it. So definitely checking out, support groups on Facebook and things like that, or watching YouTube videos from people who have fibromyalgia. That is where I think you can find perhaps some tips, but also you can find that sort of people that you can relate to and a support system. Definitely another tip is speaking to your family and friends about it and educating them and helping them to understand what this is and the limitations that it can put on you, because fibromyalgia can limit you in many ways, and whether it's from a pain point of view or a fatigue point of view, and it can be important to help family members, etc., understand why you might be struggling on a daily basis, why one day you might struggle more than another day, why you just feel some days like you have to be in bed all day. I have been there so many times where I just feel like I need to sleep for like a week, and where I have had to spend days in bed. So they would be my tips if you have been recently diagnosed. Do your research, talk to people who have fibromyalgia, talk to your family, friends, help them to understand, and that's my tips. If you want to hear more about fibromyalgia, or if you want me to do a video on arthritis, another video, then do let me know. I hope today's video has been educational for perhaps those who don't know what fibromyalgia is, or for those who perhaps have fibromyalgia, that's been something you can relate to, and that perhaps is a video that you can share with family or friends to help them to understand what fibromyalgia is. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, and if you feel someone else might get something from it, please do share. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I will see you again in my next video.